as the outgoing American president, defending the nuclear deal against the American president-elect, Donald Trump, who says it's the worst deal ever made. Trump's comments, says Hassan Rouhani, are mostly slogans. Nothing will happen after he takes office, because the agreement is not a bilateral one. It's like being asked to turn a shirt back into cotton, he says. Trump in Tehran is the get-rich guru now turned antagonistic president-elect. But it's a challenge to pin down one common view of him, even in a country so practiced at anti-American sentiment. His motivational books, translated into Farsi, invite readers to think like a billionaire. Now they're snapped up by Iranians curious about the next U.S. president, or perhaps fearful. In fact, the whole world has to be worried, she says. The fear of a new world war should be in their hearts.
I guess he's a powerful man, but he has, I guess he has some unstable thoughts. That's what I think about Donald Trump.
Still, some here applaud Trump's tough talk on ISIS as more promising than Obama's. And there are also some hardliners who prefer Trump's antagonism because it proves them right about the dangers of the nuclear deal and of dealing with the U.S., no matter who is in charge.
So some people are saying, well, if he scraps the deal, then at least Iran's hands are no longer tied. Others are saying, well, maybe he is going to be more pragmatic about the region, and therefore he may be more pragmatic towards Iran and want the deal to work. So again, we don't know.
Diana, in what is also Iran's presidential election year, Trump's tone does matter here. On the horizon, the distrust is clear, but his plan is less so.
Thanks, Nala. The CBC's Nala Ayed in Tehran. Coming up, what Donald Trump could do for Vladimir Putin.
And he thinks that Trump would leave him alone on that.
That Trump will tell him, do whatever you want. I couldn't care less. What? Human rights? Oh, forget about this.
Plus, last swing at glory for a former Montreal Expo. Troubling new numbers released today show a dramatic surge in drug-related deaths in British Columbia at the end of last year. The BC Coroner's Service report says a total of 142 people died from illicit drug use last month. That's an average of 9 deaths every 2 days. December's figures bring the total number of drug deaths to 914 last year. That's an 80% jump over 2015. The report does not say how many of the deaths involved fentanyl. A turf war over drugs seems to be shaping up in a part of Mexico popular with tourists. There's been another violent attack just a day after a Canadian was killed at a music festival. This one happened in Cancun, a short drive from Monday's shooting in Playa del Carmen. And there's no question the motive was to send a message of fear. The CBC's Evan Dyer is there with our story.
On Monday, 5 people were killed in this Canadian-owned bar in Playa del Carmen, including bouncer Kirk Williams of Hamilton. The state's Attorney General, Miguel Angel Pech, reassured the public the authorities were on the case. But the next day, it was Pech's own office that came under attack.
This is the office of the Attorney General of Quintana Roo State, who's also in charge of the investigation of the Blue Parrot massacre. It was attacked yesterday, and as you can see, the bulletproof glass stopped some bullets. Others went through. 5 people died here, including 3 attackers and 2 police officers.
We found workers mopping up blood. The Mexican army has been called in, and the state governor says he won't be intimidated by cartel violence. The attacks on the institutions of justice only reveal we're on the right track, he says, and we won't let our guard down. But the governor wasn't the only one sending public messages. At least 7 of these narcomantas have appeared around Cancun and Playa del Carmen, painted bedsheets carrying threats from one cartel to another and warning of more attacks. The signs claim responsibility for Monday's attack, saying this was for not getting in line, BPM Philip. That's referring to Philip Pulitano, the Canadian man who runs the BPM Music Festival. He's now vanished from sight with excellent reasons to fear for his life. Fabiola Trevino is a crime reporter. She says narcomantas are common in Mexico, but new to the Mayan Riviera.
It could be to stir up the other gangsters. There's a fight between at least two cartels going on, or by a unified